After many requests from you guys in the comments and on Twitter and on Tumblr, I have decided to do an Ask Carrie video. But I'm going to do it with a twist because I'm going to make it into a series, but each one is going to have a theme. This one's just going to be a general Ask Me Anything, and then from then on I'll do themes like relationships or music or friends or school or family. And you guys can ask me questions about my relationships, family, school and friends, or you can ask me advice on your relationship, family, friends, music, whatever, blah blah blah. But for now this is just a general question and answer, so I asked you guys on Twitter for questions which I shall now answer. Would you rather have an elephant's foot for one hand or have Boris Johnson's face tattooed on your face? As much as I like Boris Johnson, I don't think I could go with having his face on my face. I'd rather deal with the weight and size of an elephant's foot than having someone else's face on my face. What is your favourite thing to get at a coffee shop? My coffee shop of choice is Starbucks, and if it's not Christmas, which is when they have my favourite toffee nut latte, I will have a chai tea latte. When and how did you find out about baby Fletcher? That makes it sound like I'm pregnant. I'm not, my brother's wife is. Unless we're talking about a Christmas food baby, which I still have. I came home after the show and my brother and his wife Giovanna were here, and he just casually says, oh, I've got something to show you, and handed me his iPad, on which was a video of the little baby that was wriggling around. I cried, I hugged them both lots, and then I came up with a plan of action for when I become an auntie. I'm going to be the kind of auntie that always has sweets. Who would you like to play in Les Miserables if you were a boy? Enjolras. I've been close to throwing Anton Zetterholm down the stairs and going on for him. What's the last dream you had? Last night, I dreamt that I said the C word and my dad heard me and really told me off. The night before, I had a dream that me and another girl and two random boys who I didn't know were turned into frogs, and we had the choice to stay frogs or become human again. And if we wanted to be frogs, we had to run that way, and if we wanted to be human, we had to run that way. Me and the girl ran to the human bit, and the two boys ran to the frog bit. So when I came to, the boys were still frogs, but they'd been gotten by a dog, and his throat was cut, and he died in my hands, and it was really sad, and I woke up really upset and I felt bad for the rest of the day. Sweet or salted popcorn? I prefer sweet. I can tolerate salted, but I always go to the cinema with Alex Day, who only likes salt, so it's very rare that we get to share popcorn. What has been the most embarrassing moment on stage and how did you cover it up? Luckily, I've not had any major embarrassing moments. I've not forgotten any words yet, touch wood. I did get my coat caught on the barricade though when I climb over just before Little Fall of Rain. The guy who shouts, "There's a boy climbing the barricade!" shouted that, and all the guns went off, and there was a good 10 seconds before I scrambled up to the other side because I couldn't get my coat off the barricade. Would you rather marry at Jim's tweetings or a llama? There is no correct answer as both are acceptable. I know that Jim Chapman's engaged, so I'm not going to take him away from Tanya. I am going to marry the llama. Where is your most favourite place to be in the whole world? Most of you already know that Disney World, Florida is my obvious answer. I went there in November, I'm going there again in March, and that probably won't be the only time I go this year. It's just so happy and magical and everyone's nice. In England, everyone tells you to F off when you smile at them on a train, and they look like you've just shot a puppy when you say bless you when they sneeze. Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman. What is the best piece of advice you've ever received? Don't die wondering. What kind of teenager were you? A crap one. Like the worst kind of teenager there is. If you could only watch one Disney film for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's the worst question ever. I'm just looking at my little DVD collection to see what my options are. Tangled. Love Pirates of the Caribbean. I had an obsession with Pirates of the Caribbean when I was a teenager. I went to the cinema with my friend dressed in a bandana, pirate hat and Pirates of the Caribbean t-shirt. I told you I was a crap teenager. Frozen or Tangled, either one of those two. Would you rather be able to be invisible, fly, breathe underwater or manipulate fire? I don't really want to be invisible. I don't want to be invisible. I think manipulating fire is too niche a thing. I'm gonna say fly. I think flying would be the best thing. It'd get me home quicker. Straighten your hair and show us. No, because I look like an idiot. I have it like this because it's naturally this way, and I literally just roll out of bed every morning and I'm ready. If I straighten it, it takes 2 hours, so I'd have to get up earlier than I have to. You could be an animagus like in Harry Potter. What animal would you be and why? My favourite animals are ducks, but I don't think I'd want to be a duck because if I was in danger, I'd just sort of waddle away and I wouldn't get very far. I mean, most animals lick their own bums though, and I don't particularly want to be part of that. Yeah, I'm gonna say cat, she says with cat ears on. Yeah, cat. Cat is a good one. What is your favourite thing a viewer has ever given / said to you? I got given this the other day at Stage Door, and it's one of the best things I've ever received in my life. Firstly, they had this fabric printed with the Hopeful logo all over it to make the case. You open it up, there's a little doll of me inside. Oh my god! Look, it's a proper little doll of me. But then it gets better, because then you turn it upside down and pull the skirt down, and I turn into Eponine. Oh my goodness, isn't that the best present in the world? I didn't get any contact details for the people who made this for me, so if you're watching this video, please can you get in touch with me so I can say a mega proper massive thank you again. Best joke you have ever heard. How does an elephant ask for buns? Can I have some buns, please? And on that note, if you haven't already switched off because of my awful sense of humour, I think I should leave. If you want to be part of the next Ask Carrie, go follow me on Twitter and I will let you know when to send your questions. I would just like to point out that I've had a box of Turkish Delight sat here the whole time, and in between all of the jump cuts that you will see in this video, I've been stuffing my face with it. My mum has said I look like a cartoon since I was a child, so whenever I draw myself with huge cheeks, big eyes and lips, and a slightly who-ish nose, and then I make my hair twice the size. I make myself look a bit scary, actually.